Hey everyone, this is Corey with Casual EDC, and today we are taking a look at the Peña X Series front flipper Zulu. This knife is designed by Enrique Peña, who is a custom knife maker, and produced by Rayon as a production version. As I said, custom maker, so he does make custom versions of these. Bringing in for some size comparison, we have the Benchmade Bug Out and the 84mm Victorinox Cadet. And I'm actually going to bring in one more knife here. Just get the bug out of the way. This is the Peña Knives Front Flipper Trapper, also produced by Rayon. The camera angle is making this look a little bit bigger, but I can promise you that they are essentially the same exact size. Figured that was worth showing, as the Trapper seems to be his most popular model. But you can see it's a smaller EDC knife, but definitely not tiny. Bigger than the Victorinox for sure. You have titanium liners and titanium bolster. And just excuse any crying you might hear from a dog. We just got two puppies, actually, in the house. So you might hear a little bit of crying. It's bedtime for them. So they're still getting used to the crates. But titanium liners, titanium bolsters. You have an M390 blade. Hopefully you can see the marking on there. There we go. This is sporting OD green micarta. These also come in natural micarta, carbon fiber, and all titanium. Now this particular one is going to be incredibly smooth because there's some issues with the pivot. Kobe loaned this one out if I didn't say it already. So thank you, Kobe. He's going to have to contact Rayon about this one. Just some issues getting the pivot tightened. One end is supposed to be Loctited in place, but I think it came loose, and that's meaning that there's pretty much infinite blade play no matter how tight you get one of the screws down. So that's fun. But right now it is centered, mostly centered, slightly favoring the show side. But it flips and closes very nicely like this. So I enjoyed fidgeting with this one a little bit. This knife has pretty thin blade stock. Here, let me just click over to that tab on my computer here. Looking at 0.12 inch stock, which is just about the thickest I like to have on an EDC knife. It's a M390 blade, as I said, with a flat grind. So nice and thin behind the edge, and cuts really well. I think it's gonna be tough for you guys to see that, but it does thin out nicely, and this slices pretty well. Ergonomically, it's pretty good. You can see it flares down at the bottom, so that really fills it out in your hand, so it fits into the palm while your fingers wrap around, and you can really lock yourself in, especially with your thumb on the back here. It's a little bit cramped, but it's not too small to be uncomfortable. Definitely secure in hand. The pocket clip on this is just a milled titanium clip. I'm not a huge fan of milled clips. I prefer something that's a little bit more of a deep carry, but it works on this knife just fine, so I'm not going to worry about it too much. So one of the things that I really like about this is just the design in general. I've always enjoyed looking at and kind of not playing with, but opening and closing slip joint knives with classic designs. But every time I buy one, I end up selling it because I don't like to carry a two-hand opening knife. But having the Trapper and getting a chance to experience the Zulu has been really nice. I really liked having these modern traditionals in hand and getting a chance to experience these and just see the designs that I love so much put into a form that I can enjoy even more than how they were being presented before, being slip joints and lockbacks and whatnot. So that was really a really nice thing that Peña is doing by bringing his knives to a out of the slip joint realm and making them front flippers and thumb stud and flippers and all sorts of stuff. There's numerous X Series knives as well as his custom knife line. So you have pretty much unlimited choices somewhere out there on the market anyway. Let's see. I've completely lost my train of thought. I mean, I like the knife. That's where we're gonna go from here. I really like the knife. I don't like it as much as my Trapper, but I really enjoy this Zulu blade design. Kind of a spear point. You can see here, it's not quite a perfect spear because the tip is more towards the front of the blade, but it makes for a really interesting blade shape, especially with that curved handle like that. Just really nice design, cuts really well. No real major complaints about this. It carries pretty nicely. It's not too thick in the pocket, just over ½ an inch at 0.52 inches thick. And it cuts really well, it carries really well, and it's a lot of fun to fidget with. And I'm a sucker for these modernized classic designs, as I said. So this is well done by Enrique and Rayot, and I am excited to try out more X Series in the future. I had a swayback a little while back on the channel, and now I have the Trapper, which I really like way more than I liked the swayback. So I'm excited to give that some carry and some use. I've been carrying these guys, this as well as 3 other knives for the last week, getting this review ready to go. So it's gonna be nice to carry some of my own knives for just a couple days while I have some stuff coming in from some people on Instagram for some more content for you guys. That's going to be it from me today. Thank you guys so much for watching, and have a great rest of your day. Take care.